I represent Hexagon. We are located here at Rice Vilnius. We operate one web page, which is named StockInvest. So you have me. My name is Jim Strömberg. I will give you a little bit more about me. And these are some of my colleagues. So I'm from Norway. The first time I ever bought stocks was maybe in '93. At that point, you could only buy stocks at banks. So I would go to the bank and I would say what kind of stock I wanted to buy, and they will put in the order. In 1997, I opened my first online trading account. I was one of the very first to do so. So I lived in Oslo, working professional with this. I was a stock analyst for technical analysis, which we will be talking about. I gave my recommendations to banks, wealthy people, etc. And in 2006, because from when I moved, I lived from trading. I did trading every day. I consulted people. People were calling me. And since I did also the American stock market, people called me all evening. Even at night, people called me because money was involved. And you may wonder why stocks. You can make good stocks. Just to give you an idea, in America there is 14.1 million online trading accounts. More than half the people over 18 have had or been trading stocks. So I have one aim tonight. I want to help you increase your gains and cut your losses. And for those who are not trading, I hope to learn you something, so the day that you are going to trade, we will cut your losses and we will increase your gains. So that's the goal of what we're going to talk about. I put up this program. It's quite many slides, but I'll try to do it fast and good. First, we will talk about a lot of different indicators. Then we will jump to the patterns. And I will show you how to do good trading strategies. Anybody know this guy? Warren Buffett? Because the first thing I'm going to teach you is the difference between technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Warren Buffett, when he was young, like very young, he's one of the world's richest people on stock trading. He made this money on stock trading. When he was very young, he was trading stocks. And during this process, he learned, I think maybe he was only 13 when he started. He learned a few things. So he started to bicycles out to the companies which he was purchasing, trying to learn more about the companies. And when he got car, he was driving. And he learned that when he visited, because at the stock market, everything is a paper. It's just a name. It's Theo. But what about Theo? So what he did, he went to the companies, he saw the companies, and he learned. He spoke with the people there, and they said that we cannot produce anything more. We have to have a new factory if we're going to produce. So he knew that this stock will not probably go up because they cannot increase the production. Or differently, they would say we don't have lumber. It's impossible to have lumber. There's no lumber next year. So he would not buy lumber stocks. You can actually do shorting. Shorting means you're selling stocks that you don't have. So that's how he started. And based on this, he is one of the wealthiest people in the world. What we can learn from this, because I am not the guy that say you should either use technical analysis, which I'm going to talk about, or fundamental analysis. You should use both. Fundamental is understanding the company and the sector. You should not just buy a company. You should not buy Theo because somebody says Theo is good. And you see Theo everywhere. You have Theo home. You should understand the company. What is it? What are they doing? What are the prospects? Can they go further than the Baltic countries? Can they compete in Norway? How will they grow? It is good if you understand evaluation of companies. Because in fundamental analysis, they use something called PE, the earning ratio, to tell something how long will it take to get your money back. Just knowing small of these things will help you a lot. And another thing, it is long term, because most of you will never trade stocks. You will buy stocks, but try to buy something good. In Norway, for instance, the oil have had a steep fall over the last year. All the Norwegian oil companies are not bankrupt, but they are firing and they are really, really low. And we can see this at the stock prices too. I said to my friends half a year ago, it's time to buy oil shares because they're going to have a rebound. The market for oil is there, it's just been oversupplied. And this goes also for shipping. Lesson number 2, know your deal. Know what you're doing. It's a good thing. So, we're going to speak about technical analysis. I'm going to focus a bit about trading, how you do your actual trading. Technical analysis, we don't care shit about the company. We don't care about, you only look at the price, how the price is doing. So, that's technical analysis very shortly told. I'm going to use charts from our company, which we produce. Everything you see is more or less things we produce. As I said, my aim was to teach you something, not just brag about what we are doing. So this is Apple. From a technical point of view, at this point, the stock was overbought. I'm going to tell you what overbought is. It was at the top of the trend. So from a technical point of view, this was a sales candidate, not a buying candidate. From a fundamental point of view, they released at this very point some of the best results ever. It was over the estimates of the people. So how come that they can have two things? You have all the fundamentals there. You know, they had increased sales and everything, and still it goes way down. But if you look long term, the fundamentals are very good. Apple is a very good choice to buy. From a technical point of view, that was a point where you should sell for short-term gains.